morning to all. I am Pooja Maharana, lecturer in Civil Engineering in Gopal Krishna College of Engineering and Technology. In this video lecture, you will not only get the information but also quality note regarding to the relevant topic. Stay home, stay safe.
We are going to discuss about soil mechanics. Soil mechanics, the term itself defines the effect of study of forces on soil. Here we will study about the properties of soil, about the use of properties of soil in engineering field, how the soil is formed, where it is originated, etc. So first, the father of soil mechanics is Carl von Dezarky. He was from Australia. The study of process of formation of soil is known as pedogenesis. Soil is formed due to disintegration of rocks. The disintegration of rocks can be two types. First is by weathering action. Second is by decomposition of organic material. So first we will discuss about the weathering actions. Weathering actions can be completed in three types. First is physical weathering, second chemical weathering, and the third is biological weathering. Physical weathering is due to the physical effect like temperature changes, abrasion, penetration of ice, plant root, and erosion by wind, water, or animal movement. The soil produced by physical weathering are coarse-grained soil or non-cohesive soil. Coarse-grained soil means the soil which retain on ice 4.75 mm sieve, and the soil produces are gravel, sand, etc. Then second is chemical weathering. It is due to the chemical reactions like oxidation, carbonation, hydration, hydrolysis, and the soil produce are cohesive soil. Cohesive soil means the soil which passes through 4.75 mm IS sieve. And for example like clay, silt, etc. Biological weathering means it is due to the organic acid, for example like acid rain. The next, decomposition of organic matter. It is due to the deposition of dead and decay of plant or human in soil. So the soil produced are organic soil or cumulus soil, for example like humus, peat, muck, etc. And also the soil which retain over the parent rock after its weathering are residual soil, and the soil which transported by any agencies from the parent rock is known as transported soil. In the geological cycle, the formation of soil involves are weathering, transportation, deposition, and upheaval. As we discussed about the weathering, now next is the transportation. Transportation occurs with the help of some agencies, and the agencies are by wind, by water, by gravity, by glaciers, etc. Now first see, the first agency is the glacier. The transportation and deposition of soil with the help of ice is known as glacial deposit, for example like drift, till, outwash, etc. And next is gravity. The deposition and transportation of soil with the help of gravitational force is known as colluvial soil or talus soil. It is found in Uttarakhand, Dehradun. The next is with the help of water. The transportation and deposition of soil with the help of water is of three types. First, alluvial soil, lacustrine soil, and the last one is marine soil. First, alluvial soil. The transportation of soil by flowing action of water. Basically, we can find this soil in Ganga river, Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. The next is lacustrine soil, transportation of soil by still lake or fresh water. We can find this soil in Madhya Pradesh. The next is marine soil. As the name itself defines, the soil is from coastal region or from seabed. Next is aeolian soil, the soil transported with the help of wind. For example, like loess, sand dunes, etc. And in loess soil, it has a different property, like it loses its cementous properties when it comes wet and becomes collapsible, whereas sand dunes and aeolian soil doesn't. And aeolian soil has clay properties, whereas loess soil has silt properties. The next is marl soil. It is a finely graded calcium carbonate soil of marine origin. Marine origin means coastal or seabed, which is formed due to the decomposition of cell mass or bones of aquatic or plant animals. Next is your loam soil. It is the mixture of sand, silt and clay in a definite proportion, and sometimes we can say it as garden soil, as we use in our gardens. Next is bentonite soil, or we can say it as a drilling mud soil. It is a chemical weathering volcanic ash and it is used as lubricant in drilling. It is the most important function of bentonite soil. It is highly plastic and has swelling and shrinkage property when it comes contact with water or without water. It contains montmorillonite clay. Next is our laterite soil. It is formed due to the leaching action of parent rock in hilly areas having humid climate. Leaching means washing out of siliceous compound. Tuff soil. It is a finely graded, slightly cemented volcanic ash that is transported either by water or by wind. Next is our black cotton soil. Black cotton soil has highly plastic and its bearing capacity is very low. It has high swelling and shrinkage tendency due to the presence of montmorillonite clay. Next is our organic soil. Organic soil is of three types, as I said earlier: humus, peat and muck. Humus is present in top surface, that is dead and decayed material, and peat is highly organic soil and almost entirely consists of vegetative matter in different stages of decomposition. And the next one is muck. It is partly decomposed, that is, it is of half decomposed and half decomposed means half organic soil, and it presents half inorganic soil. It is found in the areas having inefficient sewerage facilities. Peat and muck are also known as cumulus soil, as I said earlier. Then next is our indurated soil, and this soil is formed in the existing soil with high temperature and pressure. This is all about the formation of soil and the origin of soil. In our next video, we will discuss about definitions and relations of soil and also the phases of soil. Thank you.
And have a good